Hi team, welcome to today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I will remind you, please make sure to check in once we are finished today. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, please make use of the stretching video that is also available to you to leave your body feeling nice and healthy and happy. All right, so today's workout, we're going to do 30-second supersets with a cardio focus. How this is going to work is we're going to have two exercises. We're going to go back and forth between those exercises. We're going to do each one for 30 seconds each. We're going to do each superset 3 times for a total of 3 minutes. After those 3 minutes are finished, we're going to take a quick break, grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one. I'm going to show you how to do everything before we even do it. So let's get started. Number 1, we are going to do a narrow squat pulse. Then we are going to switch into skaters. I'll show you these things, and then we will get started. So, a narrow squat pulse. So narrow stance squats, how we're going to start with those, we're going to bring our feet to the inside of our hip line. So basically, if you were to kind of shift to one side, look down the side of your hip, the outside of your feet are on the inside of those hip lines. From there, it's a regular squat. We're going to hinge at our knees and our waist, keeping our weight in our heels. We're just going to squat down nice and low, but we're going to pulse up and down at the bottom, thinking of that weight in our heels as we go up and down. After that, we're going to switch to skaters. So skaters, it's kind of like a variation of a curtsy lunge. So what we're going to do with these is we're just going to kind of start off on one foot just like this with the other foot swung behind us. From there, what we're going to do, we're going to swing that back foot around, hop onto it, then swing the other foot that has no weight on it back around us. All right, so it looks a little something like this, side to side. All right, if you find the hop is just a bit too much for you, you can step side to side just like this. All right, just back and forth. You have freedom of weight and reps today because everything is timed. If you want to take things a little slower and a little heavier, completely up to you, or you can take things nice and fast and just do body weight. All right, so 10 seconds here, team. My clock will roll over and we are going to start with our narrow squat pulse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. So thinking of that weight in your heels on the up and down. Good, we have 15 seconds left. Then we're going to switch to our skaters. And 5 seconds. Switching to those skaters. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to skaters. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. And again, just filling these 30 seconds as best we can. Awesome job, team. Keep going, keep pushing. 10 seconds. We're going to switch back to our narrow squat pulse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, back into that narrow squat pulse. Just pulsing up and down at the bottom. All right. Keep going, team. Awesome work. 5 seconds, or 10 seconds rather. Look at a 5 and then say it, right? And 3, 2, 1. All right, skaters, switching to those. Remember, you can hop with these instead, or step rather, instead of hopping. Awesome work, team. 5 seconds. Excellent. Switching back. Final round. 3, 2, 1. And switch. All right. Into those narrow stance squat pulse. Awesome job, team. And 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, final skaters. And then we will take a break. Awesome work, team. Stay with me now. 10 seconds left. And then we will take that quick break. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one, all right? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on here, team. We are going to do push-ups, regular push-ups, and then we are going to do high knees for our cardio. I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, push-ups. This is a plank position on the floor. That being said, if you find that's just a bit too intense for you, feel free to stand up, lean against something like a wall, a set of stairs, a chair, anything that's going to have you standing up taller is going to make this easier for you, all right? So we are going to get into plank position on our hands. Our hands are just going to be slightly wider than our shoulders. We're keeping a nice straight line from our shoulders to our contact point with the floor. In this case, it's my knees. In this case, it's my toes. No bums in the air. Bring that bum down nice and low, all right, to give you that nice straight line. From here, keeping your core squeezed nice and tight, we're just going to lower ourselves down 90 degrees, pushing ourselves back up, all right? Filling that 30 seconds with as many of those as you want. After that, we are switching to high knees, a very literally named piece of cardio. We're going to start shifting all of our weight over to one of our legs, just like this. I like to start with my knee up nice and high to begin with. From here, we're just going to hop, driving that knee up in front of us as high as it will go, all right? If you find the hop is a bit too intense, you can high knee march on the spot, just like this instead, all right? Less than 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our push-ups. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, we are filling this 30 seconds as much as we individually want. Don't feel like you need to keep up with me, all right? Or you can go faster or slower, completely up to you. All right, 5 seconds, switching to high knees. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those high knees. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. All right, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those push-ups again. And again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Keep going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those, into our high knees. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. All right, 5 seconds here, switching into our final round. 3, 2, 1. All right, push-ups. Final round of both. Whew. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And less than 10 seconds, we'll switch back to our high knees. 3, 2, 1. All right, final high knees. And then we will take a break. Awesome job, team. Getting those knees up as high as you are comfortable with. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one. Whew. Whew. All right, team, take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on here, team. We are going to do calf raises for our legs, and then we are going to do mountain climbers for our cardio. I'll show you these things, and then we will get started. So, calf raises. First things first, if you need something to hold on to, please feel free to use it. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in our knees. From there, we're just going to lift ourselves up, getting the full extension of your ankle, lifting yourself as high as you can, lowering yourself back down to the floor, nice and gentle. All right, up and down. First 30 seconds is going to be those. If you find those are a bit too easy for you, one thing I will recommend, try this modification. You're going to shift all of your weight over to one of your feet. You're going to go up with that foot, across, staying up to the other foot. You're going to lower yourself down on that opposite foot you started from, and then you're just going to repeat. So up, over, down, up, over, down, shifting weight side to side each time. All right. After that, we are switching to mountain climbers. So a mountain climber, again, this is a plank position on the floor. All right. So that being said, if you need to stand up, lean against something, feel free to do so. Okay. Because this is not a plank position you can do on your knees. You have to do this from your toes and your hands. So we're going to get into that plank position on our hands and our toes, no bums in the air. Bring that bum down nice and low, core nice and tight. We're just going to drive one knee forward towards our chin, just like this, back and forth. All right. Just switching legs every time. Thinking of it as a forward motion, not an upward motion. You're not lifting your bum, all right? But just driving that knee forward as if you're trying to touch your chin with it, all right? 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our calf raises first round. And here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So you want to get that full extension of that ankle, getting yourself up as high as you can. Awesome job. 10 seconds. We'll switch to our mountain climbers. And 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to mountain climbers, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Just driving that knee up towards your chin. Good, 10 seconds. And here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our calf raises. Switching and starting again just as soon as you're able to. Nice work, team. Stay with me now. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're back to climbers. Switching to those. Nice work, team. Stay with me now. We're almost there. 30 or 10 seconds rather. And 3, 2, 1. And switch. Final round here, switching back to our calf raises. Whew. Awesome job, team. Just lifting up and down, nice and slow, nice and controlled. And 3, 2, 1. All right, final climbers, and then we will take a break. Whew. Stay with me now, team. Almost there. 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right, moving on, team. Up to our upper bodies for our first strength exercise. We are going to do skull crushers. After that, we are switching to power skips. I will show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, skull crushers. What we're gonna do, you're gonna need some weights for these. Whether you have dumbbells, soup cans, water bottles, any of those things will work. We're gonna lay down on our backs with our knees bent up towards the ceiling, just like this. From here, we're going to bring our weights besides our ears, just like so, with our elbows pointed up towards the ceiling. From here, keeping our elbows in place and using them as a hinge point, we're just gonna straighten our arms right up towards the sky, just like this. All right, up and down, just like so. That's gonna be our first 30 seconds. After that, we are switching to power skips. So, power skips, if you ever skipped around the playground as a kid, exact same thing. A skip is a hop, bringing together your opposite elbow and your opposite knee, all right? So we're just gonna hop back and forth, just like this. If the hop's a bit too much for you, you can just high knee march, driving your elbow and your knee together, all right? Also, a little piece of advice, when you are hopping, or if you are hopping, bring both up at the same time. If you bring up your knee and then try to follow with your elbow, it's just gonna feel really, really awkward. So, just trying to get that coordination to bring both up at the same time, all right? So, about 10 seconds here, team. We will start with our skull crushers. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And 5 seconds, switching to our power skips. In 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to those power skips. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Ten seconds, almost done. Nice work, team. Stay with me now. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, round 2, back into our skull crushers. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest, or switch rather. Oops, getting your hopes up, sorry. Power skips, switching into those. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Whew. All right, final round. The switching and starting as soon as you're able to. All right, 10 seconds there, team. Stay with me now. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to those power skips. Final 30 seconds, and then we will take a break. Whew. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now, 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one, all right? Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in. And out. All right, moving on here, team, back down to our lower bodies. We are going to do straight leg hip lifts. After that, we are going to do grapevines. I'll show you how to do these things, and then we will get started. So, straight leg hip lifts, you're going to want something to put your feet up onto. That can be an ottoman, a chair, a step, your couch, anything like that, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to get down, laying down on the floor. Our heels are going to go up onto whatever thing you are using. From there, keeping our legs nice and straight without locking our knees, we're just lifting our hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing our bums at the top, lowering ourselves back down to the floor. It may not feel like a huge range of motion, that is fine, all right? Just as long as you're getting the lift and the squeeze, that is what I'm looking for. After that, we're switching to grapevine. So a grapevine, we're gonna start standing feet shoulder width apart, just like this. We're gonna hop 1 foot forward, 1 foot behind us. We're gonna hop back to the center. Then we're gonna hop the other foot forward and the other foot behind, all right? So it's a little something like this. Once you get moving, all right? Just back and forth. We're just gonna fill our 30 seconds each with both of those exercises. So 10 seconds here, team, and we will get started with our straight leg hip lifts. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Lifting, squeezing that bum at the top. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. There's a good chance you're going to feel a lot of this in your hamstrings as well, the muscles behind your thighs. That is completely normal. And 3, 2, 1. All right, grapevines, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. This doesn't have to be a huge hop either, all right? Just as long as you're getting that switching of your feet back and forth. All right, 10 seconds. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch back to our straight leg hip lifts. Whew. Second round here. And again, just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And switching back to our grapevines. Awesome work, team. Stay with me now. We got one final round and then we're done for the day. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, final minute. Straight leg hip lifts, starting as soon as you can. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. And 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, final grapevines. Let's switch into those. Switching and starting again just as soon as you're able to. Nice work, team. Stay with me now, 10 more seconds. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, that is it, team. We are done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate your time. Now that we are finished, please remember to check in. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, if you feel comfortable with it, I would love to see your sweaty selfie on social media. You can tag me on both Facebook and Instagram at M12 Fitness Liz. All right? Thanks again so much, team, and I will see you next time.